Okay guys, so now we're at a new location, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a lot of exploring, kind of, because where we're at, we're in Franklinton, Ohio, and it's a settlement, like we're in Columbus basically, but it was settled in like 1797, and right now we're over at the oldest graveyard in Central Ohio. So this graveyard's been here since 1799, and actually Lucas Sullivan, the founder of Franklinton, was actually buried here at one time. For some reason they moved him to the Green Lawn graveyard. I don't know why, but they did. So we'll kind of go around this. It's a really cool graveyard, and like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of exploring, because on the other side there used to be an old fort there during the War of 1812, and but we're going to be doing a lot of hiking too. So it's basically going to be an extremely big adventure, and hopefully we'll be able to find some old stuff, maybe some artifacts or some coins or something. So basically I'm going to show you this graveyard. There's a little plaque here, kind of tells you a little bit about it, but it's like really cool. I mean, I don't know for sure, I've been here before, but like I said, you can see like there's concrete down here. I don't know if that's reinforced. So more than likely, I would say this rock here is not original, because that concrete's at the bottom. But like I said, it's been here since 1799 is how long this graveyard's been here. But actually there's a thing right there that tells you. And I've actually been here before. The thing that's kind of weird about it is there was actually people here putting flowers at the gravesite. But so maybe a lot of these people, their ancestors are around now, you know what I mean? But I mean, actually this grave here, this guy actually was killed during the War of 1812. And you can tell how old this stuff is. And I think a lot of it, like these little bricks they put down here, this is probably has a lot to do with the historical society. So this person passed away in 1834. But like I said, they're really, I don't know how, honestly, I don't know how many people are buried here. I know a lot of the gravestones are gone, but I mean, you can see how old it is. I mean, there's nothing even on some of it. I mean, this stone here's got some writing, but I can't read it. This here just looks like a rock. Well, this one here's been here since 1878. But it was kind of weird when I was over here, because I seen people actually leaving flowers on the graves. I thought that was kind of weird. This had something to do, but I don't know why they moved Lucas Sullivan over to Green Lawn. I have no idea. And actually right down the street used to be the Sullivan farm, and at one time that's where they had the first Ohio State Fair. But they actually tore everything down. There's nothing over there. I don't know why. You think the most historical person around would have, you know, protected his property and his house, but they didn't. There used to be a car lot there at one time. So I think this here must have, but like I said, this has to do with the historical society. So this here more or less, so it's right here, it's showing a church. Actually, someone actually set a penny up here for some reason. That's on heads. It's a zinc penny. So this guy here was the sheriff in Franklin County, Ohio. But like I said, the way the rock more or less fence that's around here, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it has been here. So, but you gotta think this thing's been here for 220 something years. But I have no idea how long this rock fence, and it's all the way around. It's just weird how it's set up. So this is the wall, because where we're going, we got to figure out how to get there. So it's like a bike path, and it's part of like the metro parks or something, some kind of walkway. But it's the only thing weird about it, it's just like this graveyard just sitting here, then there's this old plant sitting right over beside it. Honestly, I haven't been here in a long time. It's probably been over 10 years since I've been here the last time. And I could have swore there was more stones in here, so some little kids must have come in here and tore up shit. Because actually, when a graveyard's like abandoned like this is actually protected by the federal government. If you came in here and tore up stuff, I mean, that's why, like, anything, if you came in here and kicked these stones over and you got caught doing it, you'd be in some deep shit, that's for sure. But I mean, look at this one. It just looks like a rock. You know what I mean? There's no evidence of any writing. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this plant. And these here must be like the bottom part of the stones, and the stones slid down in here. So I'd say that people probably came over and tore up stuff. Then you got to think, you know, just in the last, probably just recently, probably in the last 80 or 90 years is when they started protecting them. I mean, I can guarantee you 150 years ago, people probably didn't even care, and they probably came in here, because you can see that's been broke off. Then this must be something that these bricks are just from the historical society. They probably come over here to try to mark them. But like I said, it's a pretty cool place. I just don't have any idea over there. It don't show that many on that map thing I showed you. Like maybe there's 20 people or 30 people in here. And I don't understand why they would move Lucas Sullivan from this over to Green Lawn. And Green Lawn, I think, has been there since like 1854 or something like that. But it's kind of weird. We didn't really look at these. So this person here died at 19 years old. Their child died at 5 months. But I'll kind of show you some of this stuff too where we're going. I'll try to remember to talk about it, and you'll understand why most people didn't live to be that old, but there's so many reasons. It's just because, I don't know, it's just like we got real smart in the last 100 years, because some of the stuff they did is just really stupid, and that's probably why there's so much illness and stuff around. And actually up there's a bunch of stones just laying up here. So they just set these up against here. But we'll definitely be metal detecting. Like I said, there used to be old fort. I just don't know how much it's been dug up, you know. I'm pretty sure they came back in here. I drive by it all the time. I wanted to go back in there and metal detect. It's just at one time it was kind of growed up real heavy, and I noticed they cut the grass down and stuff. But like I said, I have no idea. I have no idea how long this rock fence has been here. Yeah, if someone knows how old you think this is, let me know down in the comment section, but I don't have a clue. I mean, the only reason I would say it wasn't here originally was because of that concrete underneath it, but maybe they lifted it up and redid it or something. But I don't have any, and you can tell they've dug stuff up and put gas lines and everything else in here. Well, guys, I'm gonna get all my stuff, because like I said, we're gonna be doing some hiking. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as we get down in where we're going to be metal detecting. Then I'll explain where we're at. So I'll get right back to you. Okay, guys, we're back in here. I'm going to kind of show you what I'm dealing with, basically, because this is actually like a bike path. So they actually came back here and built it. And we're right by the river. And I was telling you earlier about illness and stuff. Well, what the thing about the illness is the river's right here, so more than likely this is the water they drank. Well, over on this side there used to be like a meat market and stuff, you know, where they butchered animals. Well, the reason they put them so close to the river because they throw all their waste in the river. Then like I said, downstream those people would drink it. Then over here on the other side, over on this side in these woods somewhere, I've never been over there, but I know for a fact that there's actually an old dump from like the 1800s. Somebody else I know that metal detects says he goes in there. I've never been over there. Maybe sometime we'll go back here and explore that in the winter time. Well, you can see how the woods are pretty thick right now, and there really ain't a lot of activity down here. But like I said, when they cleared all this up, they redid a lot of the stuff back here, and there's like coast side and a lot of things towards downtown. Well, they cleaned it up, so they basically probably don't let people do a lot back here, you know. So like coming down here and fishing all night, I'm sure you ain't allowed to do that anymore. They got all these little scooters back here. But the fort that was built here during the War of 1812 basically set right in front of us. You know what I mean? But you can see how much they've done to it. And this is actually 315 over here. So basically what I'm doing is there's an area over here where the woods are and the grass is mowed, and it's kind of cleared out a little bit. I don't know how bad it is, but that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna go in there and metal detect. And of course the reason the fort was here was so they could protect the city. You know, Columbus is on this side, and they could protect it from this side. So basically all the travel was on the river, so that's why the fort was here. But I'd say the fort was basically literally right where we're standing. And you know, the war only lasted for like 2 years and a few months, so I don't know for sure. I've tracked back some old maps, but I've never even found a map that actually showed the fort. But the fort was here, you know, 1812 was a long time ago, and I don't even think I have a map that old. I think the maps that I have are like 1850s or something like that. So basically, I'll get back to you guys. So I'm gonna go over here and I'll just get back to you as soon as I get a real good signal. Okay guys, we changed locations again. We're still in Franklinton, but where we were at, I went in those woods and it's like a city for homeless people. I actually took a few photos. So at the end of this video, there's gonna be like a photo gallery. So watch it until the end. And I just took a couple because I didn't want to walk in there because, I mean, it was like a city. I mean, it was unbelievable. I'd never seen anything like it. And you couldn't tell. They have that path out there, that bike path. People was jogging, but I was trying to go down in the woods is actually why I was there. And as soon as I went in there, and it's just a city. There's a city of homeless people in there. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of walk down this street. We're over here on Gift Street, and there's actually there's like an old, I think this is the oldest structure anywhere around here. So they've remodeled it. There used to be like, it's changed a lot since last time I was here, but I'll show you it. But this this post office was built in 1807, but it's actually logs. And the last time I was over here, on the ends they had like glass in there and you could literally see the logs. I don't know why they covered it up. I don't know if they're trying to do something different, because a lot of times what happens is the historical society, they just give us stuff to them, and they don't have any money, so they run like charity dinners and stuff like that to get people to give them money to fix it up. So a lot of times they end up getting these free historical properties and they don't do nothing with them. This thing, they've been working on this thing, I know, for 11 or 12 years. You know, and obviously I don't even know what they're doing now. I don't know if they're trying to take it back to the original. And like I said, the street used to run through. It's like they took the whole street over too. There used to be a road that runs through here, and there's another old house here. I don't know how old this one is. It's not 1800s, I'm pretty sure, but I actually been over here before and I found a couple silvers just walking down the street. So that's basically, you know, because it's hard to get permission right now. So I'm trying to avoid knocking on people's doors. I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to do it. But so basically I'm just gonna cruise around on the streets basically. And on the other side, there's an old building there, and it's like an old general from the Revolutionary War. And I actually, right beside it, there's like a little building that Lucas Sullivan used to sell the property, the lots out of. And I don't think it was originally, I don't even think that house was originally there. I think they moved it over there. But I was down that way walking down the street, and I think it was an 1895 barber quarter I found just along the road. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm hoping to find something, because we're trying to metal detect. You know, we're doing a lot of exploring, and that's why I'm trying to keep the videos, you know, to get people to watch them. That's why I'm going over a lot of the history, because I go to old places where I usually do. But like I said, I've already been around this area. I don't think I've been here with my E-Track. So basically I'm hoping to find something. So we're basically just going to be walking around on the street and metal detecting this grass along the street. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get a good signal. Okay guys, I'm actually standing in front of the Lucas Sullivan land office. So this is the one that I think's been moved here. I mean, the other houses here, I think both of these have been moved here. I mean, they look like they've been sitting here, but I'm almost positive they were on a different street. But I more or less worked my way down this side. I've only found a couple coins, like a couple dimes, but I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto a good one. Okay guys, I'm onto a signal right here. Actually, I'm right beside the... Come on, be silver. Because it's coming in at 12:41, but it could be trash. Or the church, they're parking right here, so they might have dropped some change or something. That's trash. Well, I'll get back to you as soon as I get another good one. Okay guys, I'm basically just going down the curb strip. And we got a signal right here. This is probably like modern change or something. That's not really right on the curb, but you never know. Looks like a bolt. Yeah. That's a coin. Just a memorial penny though. I think there'd be better stuff, but I don't know if I've been on this side of the road. I know I went down the other side before. Let's see what this is. I'll probably leave the camera on for a little while since I ain't been videoing any coin digging. Another coin. It's another memorial. But I've had a lot of luck with this. When you see a stone strip, sidewalk strip, when the curb's made out of stone, I've seen them go through and do the road around these, but I've had a lot of luck of finding stuff laying right beside them.
Actually, one time I went around a whole park and did this, and I ended up finding an old barber dime, but that was it. The rest of the time I just dug trash, like bottle caps and stuff. I mean, it's possible. There's like a ton of bolts, that's for sure. I'll cover it up, then I'll go back over it. That was one of them bolts. Looks like this house burned down pretty good. I know I went down along this side before, but I think at the time I found that barb recorder down along here, I'd been out here all day and not finding nothing, and all of a sudden, boom, I pulled that barb recorder. I think it's can. Whole damn can. Food Club Cola. Yeah, I'm sure that was it. Definitely was it. That's one thing about these big trees, man. They have so many roots. Come on. Look at that. It's like a piece of a key. That was definitely it. I don't know. But see, with these roots, it's possible that the roots could pull up something old and bring it to the surface. It'd been all right if it was a wheat penny, but it's not. It's a memorial, a 1977. More than likely, this is a bottle cap, probably. Yeah, or something, a battery. Bottle cap. I mean, this might be the same thing. I mean, it's just a little, it's only like a few inches into the ground. Plus, it really ain't that killer good of a signal. All right. Yep, another bottle cap. Because I actually even went in here where this building is. Normally I wouldn't do it because I don't know who owns it. It's probably owned by the city, but since the church is parking all their cars here, I figure what the hell. But there's I think there's a plaque on the other side. But like I said, there really ain't no signals in here, so you know. So I mean, it probably been, you know, the historical society will metal detect too, so they might have detected it even after they put this sidewalk in. There's a plaque to it. I don't think that's the... There it is over here. So it's General William Henry Harris, Commander, Land Office. But I'm almost sure this was moved. I mean, it doesn't look like it because it's got a foundation and stuff, but I'm almost sure of it. I never did go down along here though. Yeah, that's probably about it, guys. I'll get back to you as soon as I get back to the truck. I'm actually a ways from the truck right now, so I'll get right back to you. Okay guys, we're done for the day. So basically what we found 3 dimes, a quarter, and 5 pennies, and nothing old. And we did a lot of exploring. I mean, I went back in that place where the old fort was. I was trying to go in there and metal detect in those woods, but it's like a city in there for homeless people. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. I kind of took a few pictures, so watch until the end of this video, and there'll be a photo gallery. And I took a lot of photos, and I'll add them to the back end of this video. Then over here, you know, we walked down both sides of the street, and that's basically where we were digging the change. I didn't even find a wheat penny, but I've been here before. So, I mean, it's pretty good that we found money, though, because I was surprised we found anything, because I've actually hit this street a couple times, and I think it's pretty much done over here because they're building all these new apartments and stuff back here. And I didn't even know they were there. I mean, before when I was over here, this was all empty area and old abandoned houses. Now it's all gone. But it was a good time. I mean, I had a good time. Got a lot of exercise. I can't believe all the walking I did. I mean, I actually walked down I probably walked at least 2 or 3 miles down those railroad tracks. And I just couldn't find anywhere open to metal detect. And like I said, the goal was to get in those woods. And I just, like I said, from the 315 on the, you know, from the road, I couldn't see anything. There was all these trespassing signs, and I think they put those up to keep the homeless people out. But I've been in the woods and seen like tents and stuff like that, but I've never seen anything like that. I mean, and I was scared to go in there because those people think that's their property. So when there's that many of them in there, you don't want to go in there. They're liable to attack you. So basically, I took a couple photos, and hopefully you can see what I'm talking about, but there was no way I was going to walk in there. I walked by it, looked down in there, then on the way back, that's when I was taking the photos. But I couldn't believe how, and all their trash is in there too. So, you know, they have nowhere dumping their trash, so all their trash is laying there. It's just unbelievable. There was like clotheslines hanging in there. I mean, there was at least 2 big giant like bag tents back in there. But I could hear them too. I could hear them because see, when you go up on them, they try to hide from you because they don't know if you're the cops. And actually, they put them trespassing signs to keep them out of there. And it obviously don't work. In the wintertime, when all the leaves are down, you'll be able to see them. Then they'll chase them off. Then as soon as summer comes, they'll move back in there. Because I've actually, one time I was at a park, and I was metal detecting around, and I heard someone cough, and I looked over, and there was a bush. And this is actually at Goodale Park. And there's this big giant bush like on the entrance where you come in, and there was a dude literally living inside those bushes. He had a little tent and everything in there. And I was like, and it was a pretty good setup because you couldn't see it unless you had my point of view. If he wouldn't have coughed, I'd have never known he was in there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.